All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Complete Football Nigeria. Also, South Africa. A lot of our fans are from South Africa. We want to say a big thank you to all the subscriptions we've got this month. We are right now at 500 subscriptions. And we got a brother from South Africa, Segodi, who's here now. So he's part of our team now. Actually, one of the guys was watching our show, but has a brilliant mind of football. I think we started off on a bad note arguing over Nigeria versus South Africa, but he's here and he's going to be talking a lot about games in South Africa, like the DSTV League, the Nations Cup, and
it's CAF Champions League.
CAF Champions. So we'll be talking a lot about that. What do you think about that?
No,
Africa?
no. Nigeria is its favorite to beat Norway. My only concern with them is being organized in defense. Because if you look at the Nigerian team, once you get in their final third, they little bit all over. Like I think that comes from coaching as well.
Yeah. Well, now we're talking about Nigeria, so we can talk about that. Nigeria, from the scouting report, linking from the midfield to the attack is a problem. They've got a rugged defense. They've got a good midfield in which they've got good destroyers. They've got good CDMs. They're sort of physical, but they don't really have a playmaker in midfield. And they've got good wingers. I'm not sure of how strong they are in the number 9 position, but they're very powerful. The problem is just the disconnect between their midfield and their attack. What about their defense? What do you think about Nigeria's defense?
The Nigeria's defense, the only problem I have with them is they're not staying together.
Okay, so they're not well organized. Yeah.
They are not well organized, and that comes from their build-up. Because how you build, that's how you're going to defend.
Yeah. So
if you get what I'm saying,
that's sort of like the spine. So you have your spine. Same thing with your nervous system. The impulse starts from here and it goes up. So you have to have a smooth transition through every phase, or continually through every phase. I see what you're saying. Yeah. And if your build-up is chaotic, then there's going to be chaos as well, or you're going to be susceptible to giving up the ball. What are your thoughts? So playing Norway, what would be your analysis of the match, and how do you think it's going to play out with Nigeria? Yeah.
Okay, now for me, Nigeria is like Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
like they're so gifted. They're so gifted. Honestly, you can't bully them. They're physically there. If you get what I'm saying.
Although I saw that match of Nigeria versus South Africa, the Nigerian senior team, they're becoming less physical than usual. All these guys like Aino and Co, they're getting slimmer. They're not as powerful as they used to be, like the 1994 Nigerian team. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was so surprised when the young boy from South Africa, the 19-year-old, Mbogazi, was just pushing them all over.
Yeah, the Nigeria has a new generation of players, and I think sports is going more towards being mobile and less physical. And I noticed that the Nigerians, their defenders and their midfielders, South Africa, you guys were physical against them too. It was. If this had been 1994, remember the 1994 team with Okocha and all of those guys were powerful, man. Siasia and
Olise. If you remember Sunday Olise.
Yeah, that guy was crazy, man. Yeah.
He just bullied the whole team.
You know who now is the number 1 bully in Africa now is Cameroon. Those guys are powerful, man. The senior team.
Very powerful.
Okay, let's get back to the game. So very quickly, give us a breakdown of the Nigeria-Norway game, how you see it playing out and everything. Then we'll move on to I cut in front of you. You were saying that Nigeria is physical. This under-20 team is physical for Nigeria. You're right. Go ahead. Yeah.
Very physical. So with Nigeria, if they can be organized defensively,
I know that's the important.
They need to contain Norway. They need to contain. They have enough speed up front, like speed that can hurt any team in this competition. They just need to be defensively sound. After that, they can catch Norway anytime on the break. I don't want them to just go out and press Norway, because these European teams, they build from the back. They are used to building from the back. So you need to give them time to contain them.
That's the opposite. So what you're saying, because I know that what you're saying is the opposite of what a lot of people said, that Nigeria should come out aggressive and try to disrupt in midfield. But I think what you're saying makes more sense. You have to look at the game holistically and see that it's about buildups. So Nigeria needs to be careful and also doing well when they do their buildups, but also be patient with Norway and not try to press them too hard at first, because that might actually lead to them falling behind and giving up breaks to Norway. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because this European teams,
Norway will put a trap on them if they see that they're pressing too hard. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, and once they get out of the press, it's a problem because this European teams, they take their chances. Once you give them one chance, they'll bury that chance.
Clean. Because we know Nigeria will get 15 chances before they score one goal.
You understand?
So we have to move on so we can get this out on time. So now this is your specialty. Talk to me about South Africa versus France. Now, I'm going to start off with this question. Personally, I think France should be favored, but I don't know. I haven't scouted the French team well enough. It seems like you've been scouting the teams well. How do you think it's going to play out with South Africa versus France?
No, my only concern for South Africa is the French players are very big.
Yeah.
They are very big, meaning we need to contain them and then watch out. If we can be able to build up nicely from the back and get out of the press, we have a number 10 that is very, very dangerous, which will be a very thorn to the French team, which is called Siyabonga Mabena.
Mabena
is a number 10. If we can get him to play, we have a chance in this game.
Mabena is not the one that you showed me that can dribble very, very well. No, is that the same one?
It's him.
Oh, it's him. Okay, yeah, that guy is good, but he's not direct. He dribbles a lot, but how does he pass? Is he a good passer?
He's very good on the pass. I don't know if you watched him on like when he's playing on a real good surface.
Yeah, I saw the play. He's one of the most skilled players I've ever seen as far as ball control. It's just a question of, sometimes you may have someone who they dribble so much that they're not direct. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
No, I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, he's dangerous.
We also have a very, very good left winger who's called Langeli Tlefili.
Okay.
Who can also take players on. But my only concern is we don't have your number 9 that can hold the ball and bring other players into play.
Yeah, that's a big problem in South Africa in general. I was even thinking, I know this guy is a defender, Tyler, whatever, but maybe they should have trained that guy to have been like a winger or number 9. But it's too late. Do you see him playing central defense for the rest of his life? Do you think he's going to play that position when he matures into a senior player? Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because if you look at like players that are playing in Europe, and you look at his height, he's tall for South African player compared to South African players.
Yeah.
But if you look at the players that are playing the Premier League in English football, they are really, really tall, and they're physically built. I think he's gonna convert to right back.
Right back. That's what I was thinking, and I can see him doing a lot of overlapping, sort of being like somebody like a Trent Alexander, somebody who can go on the attack, but also play in the midfield, but also be in defense. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to put him on right back, like you said. Okay, so very quickly, tell us what South Africa needs to. Tell us what your prediction of the game is and what they need to do specifically to win. Then we'll head out here.
Now, South Africa needs to play on a low block for for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Do you remember? Sorry, do you remember when everybody was insulting me on your show when I said South Africa played low block? Sorry, I'm just joking. So many people shouted. So you said for the first 10 minutes. Sorry to cut in front of you. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, they need to hold a low block. Then after that, wait for those chances to catch France on the counter-attack because we have electric pace.
Yeah. I think that's what they need to do.
And if you can look at modern football nowadays, the team that gets one chance is the one that takes the chance.
Yeah, and if you can't take those chances, then you can't win. That teams like that what you call it plays a lot like that. Liverpool, yeah.
So now we need to hold the low block for 10 minutes, try to catch France or on the counter attack, and make sure that we don't get lots of. France doesn't get lots of crosses, because if they get lots of crosses, we'll have a problem because we don't have the height.
Yeah. And France in general has very dazzling forwards and attacking players. But like you said, if you set the low block, that will diffuse their attack. and they're going to have to try to figure out other ways to score rather than just using the wings. And that tends to work. Even how you saw Morocco stayed behind, and like you said, they kept the ball in front of them. They never got caught off.
Yes.
So South Africa would have to be cautious and try to spring a trap and come on, like you said, come on the transition or counter attack.
And what's your prediction? Go ahead. No, I think South Africa will win 1-0. If we can play that low block, build from the back, wait for France to come out and play those long balls. You see those long balls that we played during AFCON against Nigeria?
Yeah, I saw that. So they scored from a set piece. No, not AFCON. You're talking about AFCON. You're not talking about the under 20. You're talking about
I'm talking about the senior team.
Yeah, that's what I said on the show, and everybody was insulting me saying that you didn't play low block. I wasn't saying it as an insult. I was just saying it was a good tactic. Go ahead. So you think they'll use that same tactic against France? Yeah.
Because South Africa can dominate the ball, right? But they can dominate the ball, but defending with the ball.
Yeah, that's risky, but you have the goalkeeper to do it and everything. So that it's risky, but if you have a well-organized defense. And I would say that South Africa has just the best defense, not only in Africa, maybe even in the world for the under 20, or one of the best. Yeah. So if any team can do it, I see the game as being low scoring. I see it could be draw, or it could be whoever wins will win by 1 point, South Africa or France. That's my prediction. All right.
That's my view as well. But I think France will be so surprised because they are not used to playing. South African players are way different from any other players in the world because they're not physical, but they have skills that are very different.
Also, there's a difference between speed and quickness. South African players are quick. What I mean by quick is quick movements, left to right. Now, speed is more like straight running, so they don't have a lot of speed, but they have a lot of quickness. And also in South Africa, when you pass the ball to one person, he already knows what he's going to do with the ball. He's already thinking 1 or 2 plays ahead. So it's very hard to follow the ball. They keep the ball moving consistently. What do you think? Yeah.
Yes, it's true because they can also find like those small pockets. Like they know each other very well. They are very quick.
There's a language. Each country has its own language in football, and South Africa's language is clear. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, they have identity. That's the thing about South Africa. That's what will give them a big chance against South Africa. Because if you can see our under 20, like even in club level, like you look at your Stellenbosch, they've been going to England for like 7 years. They won all the future champs in England for the past 7 years.
Oh, that's where Tyron Smith comes from, Stellenbosch, right? The team, yeah.
Yes, Stellenbosch.
Yeah. So if you can follow, football is building, and now it has an identity. And even with the name Bafana Bafana, it's going to be like the Eagles in the 1990s. People all over the world will be carrying their flag because it's an attractive style of football. It's highly energetic, entertaining, but also dangerous and effective. Yeah.
Yes, because if you look at Sundowns, what they did in the US, everybody's falling in love with them.
Everybody loves them. Yeah. All right, so we have to get out of here so we can post this video in time for all of our fans to see. We want to thank you for coming. You're going to be here a regular on our show, God willing. The only way you won't be on our show anymore is if for some reason our show has to stop being on. But we want to continue going. So we're going to be covering this whole World Cup. So we'll be back tomorrow to talk about, because they're playing today, to talk about the results of Nigeria and South Africa's match. Okay. Take us out. Give a message to our fans all over the world, but specifically give a message to our fans in South Africa.
Just stay positive. We are winning today.
Good, beautiful.
And 3 points.
And also, God bless Morocco. Very good performance by them. They've done our continent proud. Okay.
No, we are very proud of Morocco. We are very proud. I hope Nigeria can learn as well to build their football, to do the infrastructure, so that we can really see the gold that we have in Africa.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. This is Complete Football. We'll be back tomorrow.